Hi everybody, this is Melissa Patterson. Sorry I won't make it to our synchronous session tomorrow night, but here are the web resources that I used for my technology workshop. As you can see, I did it on using iRespond for classroom assessment. In Cobb County, we're using iRespond, which is a form of a student response system. They're personal student remotes that they can use to answer short answer and multiple choice questions. We're using those for both formative and summative assessments, and it's a requirement, it's an expectation rather, that we use them at least once a week, if not more, through our CTLS, our Cobb Teaching and Learning System platform, which collects all the data so we can do really data-driven work at that point. So I've been using iRespond the entire time I've been teaching because we used it a lot in the middle school that I taught at prior to coming to Cal. And so I wanted to kind of help my coworkers feel more comfortable with utilizing iRespond in the classroom since it's now a requirement. So if we look at the resource page, the KHS resource page on my website, these are the resources that I actually used in the training. So the handouts page has the 3 handouts that I utilized in the workshop, as well as an additional troubleshooting handout that I added. These worksheets, or these handouts rather, you can see they just go through from the basics of setting up iRespond to how to actually run a session, and then also including what to do after a session, like collecting data, printing out reports. I tried to make them heavy on graphics because I'm a very visual learner. So I wanted to include the text as well as the visuals to help those that need a little visual addition. Also on these pages, there's a separate page for each for handout that includes a video that I attached from the company that makes iRespond. Again, just showing it kind of so it can be a refresher so people can go back to it if they need a little extra help in remembering how to use the various aspects of iRespond. The next tab on my page is the extension resources. These are the resources for our class. What was required in the rubric. So you can see that there is the agenda for the workshop, the flyer that I emailed out to the staff to gain interest for it, as well as the lesson plan. I'll pull up the lesson plan here. And the lesson plan, like all lesson plans, it includes objectives and includes the standards. Then I go into, again, the learning objectives, which is just kind of the basics of iRespond. That's how I set up this training, just to make sure everyone had a good groundwork, a good setting of how to use iRespond, just so we can get started with it, and then we'll build up as we go, was kind of my thought. Materials needed, all teachers brought their own laptops so they could pull up their iRespond system, start collecting their remotes or creating the class set, as well as creating their test queue so they can use it in class right away. And then here is, my apologies, here's the flyer that I sent out to the staff as well, again, to gain interest. Just discussing the importance of iRespond because it is a county initiative at this point. After the workshop was the evaluation. I just linked here to a Google form that they clicked on. So when you actually click here, it pulls up this Google form that then has my questions on the evaluation of the workshop. The data collected is, again, back here on the extension resources. Here is the raw data itself, and then my narrative I pulled up. I really like the way, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it. I really like the way that one of the exemplars showed had the data in with the reflections. My reflection seems kind of lengthy, but it's because I discussed each of the data pieces. The big thing I pulled away from it was that, as I said, I geared it towards kind of newbies for iRespond, and I had a few participants who felt more comfortable with it to begin with. You can see this is comfort level prior to the workshop, and there were a couple up here at the top end that felt pretty comfortable with it. So as I said in my reflection and my narrative, next time I'll be sure to send out a needs assessment survey beforehand to kind of figure out where my audience is going to be. But overall, I got some really great feedback. My coworkers felt really happy and really pleased with it, and I was pleased with myself for the first time doing a professional development workshop. So I hope you guys enjoy my site and have a good day.